and dance to the Polka Spotlight Show. Do lots of fun upon the carpet floor. Did by Dan's lovely wife Yvonne. Time to time, an appearance by John. You'll see all of your favorite polka bands. Glad to say none of the music's canned. Maybe you'll hear it's your anniversary, even a birthday by a lady named Marie. Polka twirl. It's time to hear polka music round the world. Listen to Nick Chmielewski do his thing. Hear his jokes, his singing and drumming. Come on and dance to the Polka Spotlight Show. Lots of fun upon the carpet floor. Hosted by Dan and his lovely wife Yvonne. And time to time an appearance by John. Oh yeah! Time to have a fun time.
Well, welcome to Polka Spotlight. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your homes today.
Yes, we're excited about today's show because you get to hear some of your favorite polka songs like Who Stole the Kishka and The Green Green Grass of Home.
Yes, and here to play those great tunes, let's welcome Nathan's Funtime Band.
And we'll take a brief moment and introduce the members of the band. First up, on the drums, let's welcome Nick Chmielewski. And next up on the accordion and on vocals, let's hear it for the one and only Nathan Newman. Put your hands together for him.
All right, and before we get on with that second song, as you guessed, this is our Valentine's show. So we have a couple Valentine quotes and quirky jokes along the way, so be prepared. Here's one. I married for love, but the obvious side benefit of having someone around to find your glasses cannot be ignored. Hey, hey. Next song is a foxtrot. Doodly-doo, let's dance.
Please remember me that sweet melody called doodly-doo, doodly-doo. All of the rest, but what I like best is doodly-doo, doodly-doo. There's not much to it. You don't have to do a thing, just doodly-doo it. I love it so. Whenever you go, you doodly-doodly-doo.
Excellent. All right. And folks, if you'd like to send us an email, you can do so by going to polkaspotlight@yahoo.com, and we will do our best to get that on the air for you.
Yes, and we have a Valentine quote. Someone once said, "I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life."
All right. Next up is a polka called Grandfather's Clock. Let's dance.
My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller than half than the old man himself, though he weighed not a penny weight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and it always was his treasure and his pride. But it stopped short, never to run again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, years numbering. It stopped short, never to run again when the old man died. In watching its pendulum swing to and fro, many years had it spent while the boy. Childhood and manhood the clock seemed to know, and to share both his grief and his joy. For it struck 24 when he entered at the door with a blooming and beautiful bride. But it stopped short, never to run again when the old man died. Stop short, never to run again when the old man died. My grandfather said, out of those he could hire, not a servant so faithful he found. Did no time men but had one desire, at the close of the week to be wound. Frowned upon his face, and his hands never hung by its side. But it stopped short, never to run again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, his life's seconds numbering. It stopped short, and never to run again when the old man died. It rang in alarm in the dead of the night, an alarm that for years had been dumb. And we knew that his spirit was moving for flight, that his hour of departure had come. Still the clock kept time with a soft and muffled chime, so we silently stood by his side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, his life's seconds numbering. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died.
Ideas. You can make a book about why you love your spouse and why you're thankful for him or her. That'd be wonderful. That'd be priceless. Yeah. And if possible, go on a date with your spouse to a restaurant that you enjoyed when you first met. Hey, Gasthof Zergemütlichkeit, here we come.
Yes.
And for others, it might be White Castle, right? Yeah. All right. How about hide little heart candies in your spouse's shoes or their coat or in the car?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
And if you're single, hey, gather with some friends and make dinner. That's always good.
You know, I
That's
think the Dairy Queen and the Burger King met at White Castle.
But very good, very good.
That's great. Well, I wonder if, do you know what kishka is? Have you ever had kishka?
Yeah, it's some kind of meat.
Some kind of meat.
I think it's sausage.
You think it's
I think
sausage?
it's gut.
It is, somebody else we were thinking it's Polish sausage. Is that right?
Could be.
Something
All
like
right.
that? Well, the next song is Who Stole the Kishka? Here we go.
Someone stole the kishka, someone stole the kishka, someone stole the kishka from the butcher shop. Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Someone call the cop. Round and firm and fully packed, it was hanging on the rack. Someone stole the kishka when I turned my back. Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Someone bring it back. You can take my shinka, take my fine kielbasa. You can take my blue suede shoes, but bring back my kishka. Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Who stole the kishka? Someone call it cop. John found the kishka, John found the kishka, John found the kishka, and he ate it on his break. He found the kishka, he found the kishka, he found the kishka, and John ate it on his break.
All right, and then fellow studio person today, Arlene Halter. Where is she? There she is. She would like to wish her daughter, Burdette Ruhr, happy birthday on February 15th. She's taking dance lessons and will join us soon. That's great. Way to go, Burdette. Keep it
That's
up.
great, yeah. Passing it down from generation to generation.
Very good.
And our next song is the Strolling Girl Waltz.
Dzieweczka do laseczka, do zielonego, do zielonego, do zielonego. Napotkała myśliweczka bardzo szwarnego, bardzo szwarnego. Bardzo szwarnego. Gdzie jest ta ulica, gdzie jest ten dom, gdzie jest ta dziewczyna, co kocham ją. Znalazłem ulicę, znalazłem dom, znalazłem dziewczynę, co kocham ją. Myśliweczku, kochaneczku, bardzo ci rada, bardzo ci rada, bardzo ci rada. Dałabym ci chleba z masłem, alem go zjadła, alem go zjadła, alem go zjadła. Gdzie jest ta ulica, gdzie jest ten dom, gdzie jest ta dziewczyna, co kocham ją. Znalazłem ulicę, znalazłem dom, znalazłem dziewczynę, co kocham ją. Jak żeś zdarła, co żeś zjadła, to mi się nie wał, to mi się nie wał, to mi się nie wał. Jakbym znalazł kawałki, ja to bym cię wybrał, to bym cię wybrał, to bym cię wybrał.
All right. Well, we still have some fine dancers in our studio audience today. Let's welcome Marge and Doug Morton.
Hello.
And Doug has a little story that he wants to share about how the two of them. Well, let him say it.
This woman proposed to me one day. She looked up at me and said, "You want to marry me?" And not being stupid, I said yes. Not being stupid, I have to tell the rest of the story, too. I had just given her a hymnal, and I wanted to emboss her name on it, but I couldn't spell her last name. It was about that long, and of the first 8 letters, there was only one vowel. No way I was going to get this right. So instead, I had them put her first name and my last name on it. And when she saw that, that's when she proposed to me.
Oh, very good. I love it. That's a
Now,
great
some people
story.
say that doesn't count, but you know, it's my story.
And tell us how long you've been married.
Over 25 years now?
It's been a good 25 years.
Okay.
Who's
good
counting,
one,
though,
yeah.
right? Yes,
Good
very
25.
good. Excellent. Well, so glad you're here, and thank you for sharing that special story.
And what would you say is the secret to your 25 years? What's a good advice you could give a young couple?
The guy always gets the last word. Yes, dear.
He says, yes, dear. Did you hear that part? Yes, dear. Yes, dear. That's good. That's good. Smart man.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you so much. And if you could lead out the next song, that'd be great.
It's
And it
called,
is?
It's a foxtrot called You're 90, You're 16.
Oh.
All right.
You can hem every seam on your sewing machine. Quilting is a pretty good sign. You're 90, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're all wrinkles and folds, oh, you are old, hair with a silvery shine. You're 90, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby in retirement. We fell in love and now we look a bit bent. Well, you touched my hand, I dropped my cane, and ooh, when we kissed, I felt my pain. Oh, your walker got wheels and 2 tennis balls, a seat with storage inside. You're 90, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby in retirement. We fell in love and now we look a bit bent. Well, you touched my hand, I dropped my cane, and ooh, when we kissed, I felt my pain. Oh, your walker got wheels and 2 tennis balls, a seat with storage inside. You're 90, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Oh, you're 90, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
That's a nice little rendition. I like that. It's Nathan's rendition of You're 16. Very good.
Yes. Brings back a lot of memories. Well, we'd like to wish a happy 93rd birthday on February 10th, which is Monday,
Yeah.
and to Jim Ratrace.
He's in our studio audience here.
He's
There he
in.
is. Yay.
Oh, there
Give
he
it up for
is.
Jim. Yeah. Happy birthday.
93 years old. Maybe Jeannie Harley Farley can get a shot of him over here. There you go.
Excellent.
All right.
And can we
And
sing
so,
happy birthday possibly, guys?
Happy birthday to Jim.
I gotta find where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. And in Jim's honor, for his 93rd birthday, he's got the song My Shoes Keep Walking Back to You. It's a polka.
Now I may say that I don't care. Hold my head up in the air. They may say, tell my friends I'm glad that you don't call. But when the day is through, my heartache's starting new. And that's when I miss you most of all. And my arms limbing for you. My eyes keep searching for you. And my lips keep calling for you. And my shoes keep walking back to you. No matter how much I pretend, I wish I had you back again. For nothing else means half as much as you. My world, it seemed to die the day you said goodbye. And I can't forget no matter what I do. And my arms keep reaching for you. My eyes keep searching for you. And my lips calling for you. And my shoes keep walking back to you.
Excellent. All right, folks. Well, we cannot go throughout our show without giving a big shout out to all the fabulous people that help us out each and every time. So first up, let's put our hands together for our director, Marcia Patton. Thank you so much, Marcia, for all your efforts. And on graphics today, we have Karen Wood. Thank you, Karen. And our camera crew today, hey, give it up for Jeannie Harley Farley. There she is. Thank you, Jeannie. Glad you're back. And also on camera, we've got Larry Hoppia. Thank you, Larry. He is back in action and feeling fine. This is good, yes. And also on camera, let's give it up for Danny Connor Smith. Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate all your efforts. And our lighting crew today, let's give it up for Javi Cedillo and Dustin Cooper. Thanks, guys. Could not do this without you. All right, we are up for a polka. It's a light green lederhosen. Let's do it.
He was afraid to come out of the bedroom. He was as nervous as he could be. He was afraid to come out of the bedroom, 'cause he looked like he's from Germany. 1, 2, 3, 4, tell him what he's wearing here. Was a really old and kind of mold and tight fit like green lederhosen that he wore for the first time today. It was a really old and kind of mold and tight fit like green lederhosen, and in the bedroom he wanted to stay. He was afraid to step out in the open. Thought somebody would laugh so hard. See a German dressed man in the open. So he waited to step out his door. 1, 2, 3, 4, tell him what he's wearing here. It was a really old and kind of mold and tight fit like green lederhosen that he wore for the first time today. It was a really old and kind of mold and tight fit like green lederhosen. So in the bedroom he wanted to stay. He was afraid to walk into the beer hall, so he stood outside waiting for a chance. Since he's afraid to walk into the beer hall, he's afraid that somebody would glance. 1, 2, 3, 4, tell him what he's wearing here. Was a really old and kind of old and tight fit like green lederhosen that he wore for the first time today. It was a really old and kind of old and tight fit like green lederhosen. So in the bedroom he wanted wanted to stay. But once he walked proudly into the beer hall, the people, they welcomed him in. If you don't know what to wear to the beer hall, just wear some lederhosen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell him what he's wearing here. It was a really old and kind of old, I feel like the lederhosen that he wore for the first time today. It was a really old and kind of old, and I fit like green lederhosen. So in the bedroom he wanted to stay. Oh, it was a really old and kind of old, and tight fit like green lederhosen that he wore for the first time today. It was a really old and kind of old, and tight fit like green lederhosen. So in the bedroom he wanted to stay.
Well, I wonder if that was a teeny weeny polka dot lederhosen.
No, that was the original.
Kind of a little similar song, yeah.
And if you'd like to send us a dedication, you can send it to the address on your screen, and we'll try to get that on the air within about 3 weeks' time.
All right, and we have a shout out going to Maverick James from your great grandma and Grandma Otness, and they would like to hear a waltz for Maverick James.
And the next one is a waltz. It's called Please Don't Weed My Garden.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Did you hear what happened last Thursday at 6? I came across some flowers with weeds there to pick. I got right to working, but then there I heard from the roses and orchids, I heard these words: please don't weed my garden. It really looks fine. You'd best heed my warning. Oh, it's the last one tonight. I want it to blossom the way it should be. If my garden needs weeding, then leave that to me. Oh, well, it got to be about 9. I was feeling no pain, so I started weeding the lilies again. Oh, but out came a gardener. We got into a fight, and then he grabbed his shovel, and I ran in flight. Oh, now please don't weed my garden. It looks fine. Best heed my warning. Oh, it's the last one tonight. I want it to blossom the way it should be. If my garden needs weeding, then leave that to me.
All right.
Hop over, Mom.
Excellent. Okay. Time for
Well, we're going to
interview.
take just a brief moment and talk to the band members here today. And Nathan, tell me about the song you wrote for Polka Spotlight. I don't know if anybody heard the opening song here. We were surprised for the first time ever in the history of Polka Spotlight, someone has written a song. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for having me on the Polka Spotlight. It's
Yeah.
been such a pleasure through all these years, and
Yes.
if I was the first one to make a Polka Spotlight song, well then, by golly, it's about time.
Yes. That's great. Well, I know John, it put a big smile on John, our producer's face, you know. You get his name in a song, and thank you for doing that. That was beautiful. And tell us, have you written other songs too? I mean, or do you just decided to do that one night, or how have you written other songs?
Yes, I've made parodies of songs. Some of the songs you've heard today on the show have been a parody or maybe written in a different way. The song about "Please Don't Weed My Garden," I thought it would be a different take than what was the original? "Please Don't Squeeze My Charmin."
You're almost too young to remember that. Mr. Whipple, do you know who Mr. Whipple is?
I don't know what Mr. Whipple is, no.
Yeah, he was the guy on the commercial who did the squeeze. He would catch the people squeezing the Charmin.
Oh,
and
really?
he was like the clerk in the store, right? Yeah. And he was, "Don't squeeze my Charmin," and that was the whole deal. So
Isn't Charmin toilet paper?
Charmin toilet
Okay.
paper,
Is
yeah.
that where it comes from?
That's where it comes from.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now it became the butt of the joke.
Oh boy. We're really going downhill here. How do I get out of this?
Oh, I would say we're on a roll.
Ba-dum-pum.
Better get it out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll dig out of this. Now, we've heard that you're quite a good dancer. Have you been in any dance contests lately? Or I know.
Not lately. I've only really been in one dance contest, and
Yeah?
I remember you really talked me up on that show several years ago, and people still come up to me all around, and it's not you play concertina or accordion or you sing. It's you won that dance contest. So if you talked any more about it, I'd have to pay you for advertising.
Well, I suppose the same would hold true if we told everybody you're single, huh?
Oh gosh, if word like that got around.
Oh, John.
Oh yeah, bring up Ruth from Duluth.
Oh, boy.
She's a friend. I haven't talked to her in a while, but
Yes. All right. Well, is there anybody in the viewing audience that you would like to say hi to? That you're reaching so many people. Who's out there?
yeah, I always like to say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom.
There you go. Yes. That's great. And tell us about Nick here and how you two paired up and how long you've been playing together.
Oh, Nick, how far do we go back? 7 or 8 years. Nick is a really good friend of mine. If I ever did get married, speaking of being single, he'd be one of the guys that I'd invite to the wedding.
That's great. I love that pregnant pause there. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I'd send him an invitation. Yeah.
No, he's you've done hundreds of performances with me on drums, and I'll never
Yeah.
forget the first time we played together. It was way up in Hillman, Minnesota, which is east of Pierce, east of Little Falls, kind of a no man's land, and we there was a whole bunch of funny things, but I guess I'll limit it to 2. So we get down to eat, we get meal in the deal. I always try to do that for my band members, and you guys, both you and then Ali Ruprecht, the piano player at the time, you guys passed off your salads on to me, and I had to eat them all. Now, I appreciate salads now, but back then, that was a lot of salad. And then driving home, I did not want to hit a deer. I was so cautious. Was I going 20 or 30 miles per hour? Because, I spent a lot of money on my van at the time, and it was a $400 van. One
That's
of
a lot
those
of
old
money back
Dodge
then.
Grand Caravans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then you wanted to drive because I was going so slow, and I wouldn't let you.
Was he not that good at driving?
Oh no, he was much better than me. But I didn't know him as well at the time.
Yeah.
But now, but now I trust him with playing drums and not being too loud. And even for the show today, I trusted him to do some mixing for the microphones and putting that all together. So Nick really is a great guy and sound engineer
Yes.
and drummer and singer.
And for the viewers, obviously there's many that know, but tell us about your grandpa. Who's your grandpa?
Florian. He used to be a state senator in this area, kind of a big deal around here.
And how old is Florian these days?
He'll be 93 on Monday.
You want to say hi to him?
Hi, Grandpa. I don't know if you get this up in Duluth, but I'm saying hi.
And he's in the Music Hall of Fame, correct?
He's in both the International Polka Hall of Fame in
There we go.
Chicago and then the Minnesota State Polka Hall of Fame, along with the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame.
Excellent. Wow.
He's a legend, and it'd be hard to follow in those footsteps, but you're doing a good job.
I'm trying my best.
All right, well, we're going to go back to the music now. Thank you. And haven't they been doing a great job today,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen?
way to go, guys. And they are going to play their next song. Yes, and if you'd like to feature the band at your event, there's the phone number and an email address. You can just get a hold of Nathan for that potential gig. So we appreciate that. And the next song is a foxtrot, Green, Green Grass of Home. Let's dance.
Well, the old hometown looks the same as I stepped out from the train. And there to meet me is my mama and my papa. Hi, Mom. Down the road I look and there runs Mary. Hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Down the road I look and there runs Mary. Hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Well, the old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there to meet me, that I used to play on. My sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Only a senior moment. Lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Then I awake and I look around me at those fair girls that surround me. And then I realize that I was only dreaming. For there's a guard and there's a sad old padre. Arm in arm, we'll walk at daybreak. And again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me in the shade of that old oak tree as they lay beneath the green, green grass of home.
Excellent. That was beautiful. Thank you, Nathan. All right, we got a couple other Valentine Day quotes. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. And how about this one? An archaeologist is the best husband a woman can have. The older she gets, the more interested he is in her.
There you go. And our next one is called Shoemaker. It's a polka.
In the shoemaker's shop, this refrain would never stop as he tapped away, working all the day. At his bench there was he, just as busy as a bee, little time to lose on his boots and shoes. But his heart went pop inside the little shop when a lovely girl said him all the world. She had come to choose some pretty dancing shoes, and he heard her say in a charming way, shoes to fit my feet, a dancing, 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 dancing all the day. Shoes to fit my feet, a dancing, 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 cares away. Went pop inside the little shop when a lovely girl said I'm all the world. Choose some pretty dancing shoes, and you heard her say in a charming way, shoes to fit my feet, a dancing, 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 dancing all the day. Shoes to fit my feet, a dancing, dancing, dancing all my cares away.
All right. That was a fun, peppy polka. All right. Yes, and let's welcome Sharon and Ron Meyer. Come between us here. Yay, yay, yay.
Happy Valentine's Day to both of you. How long have you
Yes.
guys been married now?
60,
Yeah, we're going on
and a-
61.
just about 61.
That's incredible.
I
Congratulations.
never had any intention of getting married either.
God, I must be good.
So much for that idea.
So you were married in 59 or
59,
Yes,
1959. Yeah, yeah. I went roller skating one night and I spotted this one here. Thought, gee, that's kind of a cute one. I think I'll skate with her.
do you remember the song that played when you skated?
No, but it was a beautiful two-step. And it was about an organ, live organ music at the St. Louis Park
It's still
roller
there.
garden.
It's still
roller
there.
garden. Yeah. By the way, it's wonderful having these guys. Nick and Nathan, just wonderful. Their creativity is wonderful.
I hear you have a story you want to share about the VA.
Yeah. First of all, let me give a thank you and a shout out to the people at the Concertina Bowl, which you guys were there, and we had a wonderful time. A lot of show watchers there. Back in the World War II days, I was, as you can imagine, about 7, 8 years old, and I saw this big sign, and the sign was of Uncle Sam, and he was pointing, and he says, "We want you." A lot of them that are old enough to remember that. Well, the VA now has a sign out again, and we want you. And I'm getting wonderful care at the VA. I have severe macular degeneration. And I want to give a major league shout out to everybody, all the people at the VA, the volunteers, all the information people, all the care center people. They have programs that are so special nowadays. So they want every one of you veterans that are within earshot of what I'm saying to either go to your computer, and it's Minneapolis, VA.com, any type of medical service. I'm getting help with I look normal, but you can believe me, I
Believe
am
me, he's
nowhere
not
close
normal.
to being normal.
We always knew you
Oh,
were
always knew
abnormal.
that. All right. So don't let the look fool you.
He didn't think he was ever going to be able to see TV again. He couldn't see any writing on TV. They got a Jetsons kind of thing, and he gets it free at the VA
It's
for
a
veterans.
21st century device that allows me to see television.
He can now see
I was
TV.
shaving this morning. I thought, well, I can't even see my face in the mirror. You know, so it's pretty severe. And I got dry macular, so I can't see any faces of anybody. So if any of you are having trouble with things, especially you veterans, if you're having hearing issues, if you're having trouble walking, they have They
Free
have
glasses, free hearing aids.
they have
for the
a
vets.
walker, a beautiful. If you see these red walkers out there, and you say, "Are you a veteran?" Chances are it'll be a veteran. Thank them for their service, because these people are all ones that have volunteered their time. I thought if I was a young guy, and I bet every veteran would say this, we're the ones that raised our hands and said we'd give our life for our country. We'd do it again, wouldn't we, guys? Our ladies,
Yeah.
whoever was a veteran, you'd do it again.
Yes.
You know, they also have a contest every January for talented veterans that can paint or they can do woodworking. They can, play music. Sharon and I won the dance contest 2 years, about 15 years ago, and we were second in America. So it was a lot of fun to do that kind of thing. So encourage every one of you, and any of you veterans that are outstate, they have a service veteran officer all over the state of Minnesota that can put you in touch with it. And if you don't believe what I have to say, go out to the VA and just walk in there and see what's going on at the VA hospital. It's absolutely amazing what they've done to help me and
We
and
were
a lot of the
overwhelmed
veterans.
at what they can do for him.
Fantastic. That's great.
Love goes to the VA. Everybody at the VA in Minneapolis.
Way to go. All right.
We were at the Concertina Bowl, and Yvonne said, Ron has to be careful. He might take the wrong girl home.
Yeah.
I do
'Cause of
the
that
driving,
macular
so he's
degeneration.
stuck with me.
So yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
All right. Can you lead us out in the next song?
Sure.
You bet. Yeah. On top of spaghetti. Let's dance.
On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody's it rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball, it rolled out the door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush, and then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty could be, and early next summer it grew to a tree. The tree was all covered in a beautiful moss. It grew great big meatballs and tomato sauce. So if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatball and don't ever
Now that has to be a Nathan Newman original.
No, it isn't actually.
It isn't. Oh, beautiful. Loved it. All right. If you'd like to learn to dance like some of these folks here, you can go to the web address on your screen and find out where the instructors are and where the dances are going to be held.
That's right. And we also want to give a shout out to mcn6.org for the live streaming capability that you can join in on anytime Central Time.
Noon Central Time.
Noon Central Time.
From anywhere in the world.
There you go. And we have two special Valentines in our studio audience, Louis and Delia Aguilera. Hey, you are, I'm told, little birdie told me, you are celebrating 64 years of wedded bliss on February 25th. Can you stand? We'd love to honor you. Yes. Congratulations. February 25th, celebrating 64 years and hoping for many more. Congratulations, Louis and Delia. That's very, very special. And the next song is a waltz called I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Let's dance.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the the sky. Then like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, hiding everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky, and like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Oh, pretty bubbles in the air.
All right, a couple more wonderful Valentine puns. Here's one that's a math and science Valentine pun. Are you a 90-degree angle? 'Cause you feel just right.
Oh.
And what do you call two birds on Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
Tweethearts.
That's cute. And the next song is called the Tinker Polka.
No, do you know the words to the Tinker Polka?
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, time flies, as they say.
Yes, yes. Folks, give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being in our studio audience today. Thanks to John Belagic and to our fabulous crew. And all of you at home, thank you for tuning in today.
And most of all, to Nathan's Funtime Band, take a bow.
Thank you very much.
Nick and Nathan, what a dynamic duo, as they say.
Yes, so we're going to go out with Beer Barrel Polka. God bless you all.
Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. Sing, boom, torero. Sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel because the games are here. Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Everyone sing along. Roll